What's going on, Ballislife gang? Welcome back to the Heat Check. I'm your host, that girl, Kayla Nicole. Now today is December 13th, and on this day in NBA history, in 1983, the Detroit Pistons beat Denver 186 to 184 in a triple overtime game that set the NBA record for most points scored in a game. Talk about a heat check. Now, without further ado, let's get into our first story of the day. And first up on today's agenda, we're talking Fab 50 rankings and who's going to challenge those top 5 teams. Ballislife writer Ronnie Flores dropped the latest Fab 50 rankings this week, and powerhouse Montverde remains alone at the top after snatching 2 top 10 wins at National Hoop Fest last weekend. The Eagles blew out number 8 Sunrise Christian Academy with a 68-41 beating, led by Moses Moody, who scored 15 points in 14 minutes off the bench. Montverde then beat number 9 Paul VI 57-50 to improve to a perfect 6-0 on the season. And you know who else was perfect? Guard Harlan Beverly, who scored 20 points without missing a single shot. Also at National Hoop Fest, number 4 IMG Academy beat number 3 DeMatha 73-67. And those two flip spots in this week's rankings. Villanova-bound forward Jeremiah Robinson Earl dropped 26 points and grabbed 13 boards for the Ascenders in the big win. Now here's a closer look at this week's top 10 teams, and it seems as if the 4 at the top have separated themselves from the rest of the pack so far. But the season is still young, my friends. And while we're at it, we need to correct a mistake made in an earlier show saying that Montverde had the nation's longest active winning streak. That title actually belongs to Upson Lee of Thomaston, Georgia, which has won 71 games in a row. Shout out to Georgia. Make sure to keep it locked to our Fab 50 rankings to see if teams like La Lumiere, Imhotep, and Sierra Canyon can keep the pace with the big dogs. Moving into our next segment, guys, GTFOH.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
The fuck out.
Kevin Durant, a self-proclaimed Bay Area legend? On a podcast with Yahoo Sports' Chris Haynes, Kevin Durant said that he knows for a fact that he, along with his Warriors teammates, will all get their jerseys retired. KD goes on to also say that they will all probably get statues in front of the new Warriors arena and that they've already reached legendary status in the Bay.
I know for a fact that we'll all get our jerseys retired. We'll probably all get statues here in front of the Chase Center.
Mm-hmm. Easy money, sniper. Okay, look, there's no doubt that KD is one of the best players the NBA has seen. But he's only on his 3rd season with the Warriors. And yes, 2 of those seasons did end with NBA championships. But what if KD leaves Golden State after this season? Is he still a legend in the Bay? Let us know what you think. Next up, former NBA player Matt Barnes goes off on Kings announcer. Barnes went on IG Live with Steven Jackson and torched Kings announcer Grant Napier. There's clearly some history between these two, and in true Barnes fashion, he didn't hold back with his choice of words. All you youngins out there might want to grab some earmuffs.
That's another motherfucker too, Grant Napier, the Kings announcer. Bitch. Talk big shit, but then as soon as he gets around you, hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, how's this? How's that? How's, man, you pussy. You know, I frequent Sacramento often. You know, I'm going to see you, but be prepared. Keep that same energy, that all that shit you talked about being in front of all my friends and family and all these, my hometown. Be prepared when I see you might get slapped.
Well, Barnes kept it as real as it gets. But I want to know, who do you think would throw hands first? Barnes or Napier? Moving on into our next segment, guys. Heads up.
Hands up. Hands up.
KyKy Tandy busts his chin on the rim with another da-na-na SportsCenter Top 10 dunk. The senior guard, who was signed with Xavier, posterized a 7-footer so viciously on Tuesday, he had to get his chin bandaged afterwards. Damn, KyKy, do you love anybody? Next up, the New York Knicks finally signed undrafted guard Allonzo Trier. Trier, who is only a rookie, has just inked a 2-year, $7 million contract today after going undrafted in 2018. It was reported that the roster cut would come down to Ron Baker or Luke Cornett, and the Knicks went with cutting Baker. Baker signed a 2-year, $8.9 million deal with the Knicks before the 2017 season. I mean, who said you needed to be drafted to make an impact in the league? We're happy for you, Isozo. And last up, but certainly not least, Fran Belibi threw down a one-handed dunk on a fast break in a game, looking like a young James Worthy. She is a 6'1" senior forward from Aurora, Colorado, and has just signed a letter of intent to play at Stanford. Now, she's also a 5-star player and is ranked number 23 overall in her class. Somebody get me a jersey. Fran, send me a jersey, girl. Moving into our final segment, LOL. Mom embarrasses her son at a Maryland basketball game. This mom went all out to embarrass her son by lip-singing a Kelly Clarkson song while on the Jumbotron. What's the most embarrassing thing your parents have done to you? I want to hear in the comments. Next up, MJ smacks Malik Monk. Hornets wing Jeremy Lamb broke a 106-106 tie with the Pistons on a jumper with 0.3 seconds left. Malik Monk then rushed off the bench to celebrate, but was called for a tech because of his early celebration.
Lamb's gonna have to fire.
MJ then proceeds to smack the hell out of Monk for the mistake. But lucky for him, the game winner stood as Charlotte held on for a 108-107 victory. Poor old KD can never catch a break. He gets roasted on IG for having a tiny TV. In a recent article by The Athletic, Durant was referencing how good MJ and Kobe were by saying, quote, "Everybody that comes to my house, whether it's friends or family, I make them watch Jordan highlights." He failed to mention that it was on something that could fit in your damn pocket. You guys had a lot to say on IG. Let's check out some of the funniest comments. At Jared Leonard said, "How are you a millionaire but got that tiny ass TV in the kitchen?" At Space Jam Kai added to that saying, "That little ass TV, what the F?" And lastly, at Eamon Newton added, "Whenever someone comes to my house, I make them watch the 73-9 Warriors highlights and Durant's OKC highlights, and then I tell them that Durant joined that team just to see their reaction." Ooh, burn. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got for you today. And as always, we want you to be a part of the conversation. Whether it's the first story or the last, let us know what you think in the comments below. Now, if you like what you saw here and you like our videos, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button now. Also, if you missed our last episode and you want to catch up, you can click right over here. And if you're a hoop junkie like myself and you want to see our latest highlight vids, click right over here. I'm that girl, Kayla Nicole, and I'll catch you guys next time on The Heat Check.